Now there's some trimming I got to do. Oh, so this gives you sort of an idea of how long that grass was. Right, I couldn't get the mower right in there, and I didn't have time for trimming. Trim right up over there. So the All-Pro Asphalt, they came out and they put the sealer on this thing, on this pavement or asphalt. It looks great. My neighbors that live over here, they had to drive over the top of it. They had to get their car out, and so they put, they couldn't wait for the 3 hours or whatever that it took for it to dry. And they drive across my driveway and put this, put these nice tire tracks going through my driveway right after they put this stuff on it, because they just had to get out. They couldn't take a bus, they couldn't wait, they couldn't do a cab, they couldn't ask somebody else to drive them. They even came over and asked if they could go over, and we said, no, you'll do it. If you do it, you'll damage it. So knowing that they would damage it, they drove over it. Bastards. Okay. Anyway, so yesterday I went down to Wasatch Steel and picked up this B-decking. Got 5 sheets of it, which I think is going to be plenty. I've got 3 sheets in now, which is 9 feet. That thing is 20 feet across, so, I've got another, I'm estimating 4 sheets to go, and so I bought a spare. Can always use a spare. And I think what I've got on there right now is 18 gauge, and they didn't have any 10-foot 18 gauges, so I went to size bigger. This is 20 gauge, so it'll be stronger, easier to weld to. And that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to go get my tractor, bring it over here, use my little forklift that I built for it, take these guys back there, and rather than bending down and lifting them all the way up there, I'll use the tractor to assist in getting them at least part of the way up. So that's the plan. Okay. So I'm going to, I always like to check the oil. It's not going to get a significant workout today, but I like to check the oil anyway. Level's good. Where is it? See the level there? Level is fine. It's not too awful dirty. It's probably due for an oil change about now. I think I've got had its 50-hour thing some time ago. It's probably up around, I think after that you go 200 miles, or 200 hours rather. So the thing that's cool about this is, you just sort of drive into it. You hook up your hydraulics. You sort of drive into it. These things just latch on. It's pretty easy. I don't think it's significantly easier than the type that would have a pin, but probably a little easier. Never had the kind with a pin, so. Alright, so I got the hydraulics hooked up there, and you just sort of drive into the bucket. Sort of center the front of it, and you sort of drive into it, and you get this part of the tractor here lined up with this part of the bucket, right? And then you just move forward on the bucket until the front end raises up a little bit. Oh, And then if you can lean forward without getting off the seat, the thing doesn't even need to... Oh, I've got it in gear. Anyway, normally I do that a little bit slicker. Okay. I just wanted to show how I lifted that piece up there using the assistance of the hydraulic. So now I'm just going to go up there, pull it up. Now that it's up that high, I don't have to bend over, right? Used to just, it would come up about that high and I'd have to like lean over. Actually, I'd put it over there because it's not quite as that's a little bit closer to the ground over there, and I have to bend way over, lean over, and just pull it up. And it was like, what am I doing to my back? Right? It's like doing a squat where your wrists have to go way down below your ankles to lift up a weight. But in any case, that will make it easier. Alright, so I've got this new piece up here, the first one for the day. It's not completely installed. I have to do some more welding down here on this side. Okay, but that side up there is completely welded all along there, so that's fine. And I need to bring a bar for support that will go straight across the top here, sort of down the middle of the roof. Okay. So these bars that I installed over here, they're appropriately spaced for the opening of the door, right? And in fact, that's one of the reasons that they're there. They're not there just to support this back piece of the roof here, but they're also there so that when I put railings in for the stairs coming out of that door, the railings will be strong. Okay. So that being said, it's not necessarily appropriately spaced. These bars are right here for the B-decking that goes across the top. And a little bit of, if I would have thought about it a little bit more, I would have made some changes. But you can see, there's not much gap there. There's a little bit of gap there. That's about it. Hey, there's the sun. Okay. So I need to put, so I cut this bar here, right? And that's going to go straight across there from one beam to the other. Okay. And I'm spray painting it in advance, right? Because once you get it up there, it's kind of hard to spray paint it. And I don't want to get paint all over the bottom of the B-decking, okay? So, I'm painting it. Now, I've seen a lot of videos on how to spray paint. But this is how you do it, okay? Some people say, start from over off the side and, start spraying and then bring your can towards your object that you're painting. Or, start above and then bring it down and on, okay? Well, in reality, the truth of the matter is, what you really need to do is just point the can at whatever it is that you're spray painting and begin to move before you actually pull the trigger, okay? Unlike a gun where you want to be totally steady, a spray can of paint, you want to be able to, you want to be moving it around, okay? So, kind of like this. Here it goes. I'm going to pull the trigger. Now, ideally, it's not so windy, and you'll actually be able to get something on the target if it's not so windy, it wastes so much paint. So I just wanted to show you that's the best way to do it, right? That way you don't have a bunch of bumps and stuff in your paint, a bunch of runs. And of course I have to be welding on one end here, so I want to stop short before I get all the way there. There, that's how you spray paint. You know, the roof is on fire. It's on. That last piece was a bear, and I don't really care, but it's not really. It's not too square at all, but I don't really mind. It's going to come out, it's going to be a little bit less obvious in terms of how square it is, because I've got, you know, some pieces to push out. These from there going out this way haven't been welded in yet, and when I do that, it's you know, kind of like every time you push down on it, and it pushes everything out little by little. So anyway, it's Saturday, and that's as far as I made. Tomorrow I'm going to try to, you know, finish that up. I'm going to go get some different clamps that are a little bit bigger, can reach in a little bit farther, and try to get some of the some more of these things on. And that's probably about as far as I'm going to make it tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to go down and have some fun on my tractor too tomorrow. Maybe doing a little lawn mowing.